Have you ever wondered how Philippine law applies when dealing with foreign elements such as property located abroad, foreign marriages, or inheritance involving a foreign national? Why is it that the laws of different countries come into play in a single legal scenario within the Philippines? Welcome to our detailed exploration of Articles 16 to 17 of the new Civil Code of the Philippines, which deal with conflict rules. These articles are crucial for understanding how legal principles are applied in scenarios where more than one jurisdiction is involved. Such topics are frequently addressed in the Philippine bar examination and are vital for both aspiring lawyers and seasoned professionals to master. By delving into this content, law students and professionals will benefit significantly from grasping the nuances of conflict rules, ensuring they are well prepared to tackle complex legal issues in their practice or examinations. If you're interested in gaining a comprehensive understanding of international legal operations as they are handled in the Philippines, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more insightful legal content. Detailed discussion on Articles 16 to 17 of the new Civil Code. Article 16 of the new Civil Code provides that real property as well as personal property is subject to the law of the country where it is stipulated, however, intestate and testamentary successions, both with respect to the order of succession and to the amount of successional rights and to the intrinsic validity of testamentary provisions, shall be regulated by the national law of the person whose succession is under consideration, whatever may be the nature of the property and regardless of the country wherein said property may be found. 10a. Article 16, Lex Nationaliae Principle. Article 16 of the new Civil Code governs how laws affect people and their property, focusing on three main areas: personal status, matrimonial regimes, and forms of wills and testaments. This article is foundational in applying the principle of Lex Nationaliae, which means that the national law of the person concerned governs these areas. 1. Personal status. Personal status refers to conditions affecting the legal capacity of persons, such as their family relationships, parental authority, and marital status. According to Article 16, a person's legal capacity is generally determined by their national law. This rule is crucial for ensuring consistency in the application of legal rights and duties, especially in cases involving migrants or expatriates. 2. Matrimonial regimes. For married couples, the property relations between spouses are governed by their national law at the time of marriage. This determination affects how property is classified, owned, and divided, especially in cases of separation or divorce involving spouses of different nationalities.
3. The forms of wills and testaments. The form of wills and testaments, particularly how they are executed to be considered valid, is also determined under the law of the country where it is made or the national law of the person involved. This flexibility allows for the acknowledgement of different legal traditions and practices concerning wills. Article 17, Rules on Extraterritorial Application. Article 17 of the new Civil Code provides that the forms and solemnities of contracts, wills, and other public instruments shall be governed by the laws of the country in which they are executed, when the acts referred to are executed before the diplomatic or consular officials of the Republic of the Philippines in a foreign country. The solemnities established by Philippine laws shall be observed in their execution. Prohibitive laws concerning persons, their acts, or property, and those which have for their object public order, public policy, and good customs shall not be rendered ineffective by laws or judgments promulgated, or by determinations or conventions agreed upon in a foreign country. 11a. Article 17 complements Article 16 by providing rules for the extraterritorial application of foreign law. It clarifies how laws governing specific forms of legal agreements, public order, and good customs are applied in the Philippines.
1. Extraterritorial application. Philippine courts may apply foreign laws concerning property located in a foreign country, as long as it does not contradict Philippine laws, public order, or good customs. This principle ensures that international legal standards are respected while maintaining the sovereignty and values of the Philippines. 2. Public order and good customs. When foreign laws are contrary to Philippine public policies or morals, they will not be applied. This safeguard protects the fundamental values and societal norms upheld in the Philippines, ensuring that foreign legal principles do not undermine them. Illustrative example. To illustrate these principles, consider a case where a Filipino married to a Japanese national passes away in the Philippines, leaving properties in Japan. The succession to these properties will be governed by Japanese law as it pertains to the national law of the deceased, illustrating the application of Article 16. In another instance, if a marriage between a Filipino and a foreigner involves a prenuptial agreement executed abroad that contradicts the regime of absolute community of property prescribed by Philippine law, Article 17 mandates that such an agreement may not be recognized if it violates the concept of marital partnership of gains. These examples highlight the complexity and importance of understanding conflict rules in legal practice, especially for those engaging in transnational legal matters. Understanding Articles 16 to 17 of the new Civil Code is indispensable for anyone involved in international legal matters or studying for the Philippine bar examination. We hope this detailed guide has enhanced your understanding of conflict rules and their practical applications in various legal scenarios.
If you found this information useful and want to stay updated with more comprehensive legal discussions, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Frequently asked questions. 1. What determines the personal status of an individual under Philippine law? The personal status of an individual, such as capacity to marry, is determined by their national law according to Article 16 of the new Civil Code. 2. How does Philippine law treat foreign wills? Foreign wills are recognized in the Philippines provided they conform to the form prescribed by the law of the place in which they were executed or the national law of the person who made the will, as stipulated in Article 16. 3. Can foreign laws that violate Philippine public order be applied in the Philippines? No, according to Article 17, any foreign law or judgment that contravenes Philippine public order or good customs will not be applied. Feel free to drop your questions or comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more legal insights. Situational problem. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario to further elucidate the conflict rules discussed under Articles 16 and 17 of the new Civil Code. Scenario: Maria, a Filipino citizen, married Tom, a British national, in the Philippines. They lived in the United Kingdom for several years before Tom passed away. Tom left a will that was executed in the UK, stating that all his assets should be inherited solely by his children from a previous marriage, excluding Maria. Tom owned properties in both the UK and the Philippines. Maria, believing she is entitled to a share of the assets, seeks legal advice on whether the UK can govern the succession of properties in the Philippines. Questions. 1. Can the UK will that excludes Maria from inheriting the properties be recognized and enforced in the Philippines? 2. Does Maria have a right to any part of Tom's assets located in the Philippines, despite the stipulations of the UK will? Answer with legal basis. 1. Recognition of the UK will. According to Article 17 of the new Civil Code, the form and substance of a will executed by a foreign national outside the Philippines shall be governed by the law of the country in which it was made. In this case, Tom's will is valid in the UK, therefore, it can potentially be recognized in the Philippines under the principles of lex loci celebrationis, law of the place where the will was made. However, the substantive validity and effects of the will, particularly concerning the property located in the Philippines, would further be subject to the Philippines' internal laws, including those pertaining to forced heirship under the Philippine Family Code, which protects the rights of the surviving spouse. 2. Maria's rights to the assets in the Philippines. Even though the UK will explicitly excludes Maria, Philippine law, particularly the Family Code, provides that the surviving spouse is entitled to a share of the estate. The properties located in the Philippines will be subjected to compulsory heirship rules, which cannot be overridden by foreign wills, as per Article 16. Hence, Maria is entitled to her legitimate share as per Philippine laws regarding the inheritance rights of a surviving spouse, which includes a portion of the properties located in the Philippines. This scenario highlights the complexity of applying conflict rules under Articles 16 and 17 when dealing with cross-jurisdictional estates and inheritances. It underscores the importance of understanding both the form and substantive provisions of foreign legal instruments and their interplay with Philippine laws.
Legal takeaways. This situation provides a clear demonstration of how Philippine law protects certain rights that cannot be entirely subjected to foreign legal stipulations, particularly concerning family rights and inheritance. The principle of protecting local public order and good customs ensures that foreign legal principles do not undermine fundamental Philippine legal values. Here are 3 actual questions along with the related problems and answers concerning Articles 16 and 17 of the new Civil Code, drawn from the Philippine bar examination questions over the years. 1. Question, 2002 problem. Felipe, a Filipino citizen, went to the United States in 1960, obtained U.S. citizenship in 1975, and divorced his wife Felisa in 1980. The divorce was recognized under California law. Upon returning to the Philippines, Felipe remarried. Upon his death, he left a will that bequeathed his estate to his second wife and children, excluding Felisa. Felisa challenged the validity of the will, claiming her marriage to Felipe was still valid in the Philippines.
Answer: the divorce obtained by Felipe in California is recognized in the Philippines since he was no longer a Filipino citizen at that time. However, it does not capacitate Felisa to remarry in the Philippines as their marriage took place when both were Filipino citizens. Under Article 16 of the new Civil Code, the intrinsic validity of the will is governed by California law, Felipe's domicile. 2. Question, 1998 problem. 1. A Filipino citizen residing in Tokyo, Japan, has various legal queries concerning his capacity to contract marriage in Japan, his rights over his deceased Filipino father's property in Texas, USA, and the validity of a will he executed in Switzerland. Answer: Juan's capacity to contract marriage is governed by Philippine law per Article 15 of the Civil Code. His rights over his father's property in Texas are governed by Philippine law due to the exception in Article 16 concerning successional rights, which refers to the national law of the decedent.
These examples illustrate the application of Articles 16 and 17 of the new Civil Code regarding the recognition of foreign divorce, the law governing successional rights, and the formalities of contracts involving properties located in the Philippines but executed abroad. Navigating through the complexities of international legal scenarios requires a deep understanding of both local and foreign laws. For legal professionals and students, mastering these conflict rules is essential for providing accurate legal advice and for successful litigation and negotiation in cases involving international elements. If you're a law student, a legal professional, or simply someone interested in the intricacies of international law as it applies in the Philippines, Remember to subscribe to our channel. Stay informed and equipped with the knowledge to handle complex legal issues effectively. Keep tuning in for more insights and detailed discussions on other pivotal legal topics. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions about this topic or other legal issues you'd like us to explore. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us provide the most relevant and up-to-date legal content. Don't forget to subscribe for more detailed legal analyses and updates.